Good morning, everybody. Pull up a chair and we'll have a little chat today. I'm Tim. I'm here with my cup of Joe and just looking forward to another great day. It's January 7th, 2021, Thursday. Did you know that we're in the middle of a meteor shower right now? It's called the Quadradids meteor shower. It's a little past its peak today, but it'll last until January the 12th. You don't need a lot of special equipment to see it, and even though it may be difficult, what we really need is a clear night sky, which we don't often have in the Pacific Northwest in the middle of January. But if it happens, you may be able to see it. Take some patience. You need to find a secluded spot to see it, away from city lights. And once you get there, maybe take about 15 or 20 minutes for your eyes to get used to the dark. But dress for cool weather. Make sure you're comfortable. Maybe bring a chair with you. But when we think about a meteor shower, it takes me back to another night in the high desert of Afghanistan. I was there with an infantry unit in 2004 and 2005. It's hard to believe it's been 15 years, and somehow I've turned into an old man. But I was there with a patrol that was stranded for the night. The mission of this particular patrol was to help a remote village plan for its first election that Afghanistan was having, and that changed dramatically, though, when the lead vehicle in the convoy was hit with a roadside bomb on the trip back to our forward operating base. Unfortunately, I lost two friends, as well as our 20-year-old interpreter there in the explosion. And as the night began to fall, I gathered our soldiers together, and we just held an impromptu memorial service for the friends we lost. And then I spent some time just talking with our men and made our plans to spend the night in the desert. There actually wasn't a lot of preparation that took place other than just finding a soft spot in the sand. And so that's what I did. I stretched out in the darkness, and I was using my body armor as a pillow. But I was amazed by the beauty of the night sky above us. The Milky Way was resplendent as I've never seen it before. Stars and planets and galaxies just gave us a dazzling display of beauty and light. And every few minutes, a meteor would burn itself out with a dramatic streak of light. And I was also struck by the surreal contrast. On my left, not 50 yards away, stood the charred and twisted remains of our vehicle, while above me the sky was just ablaze with glory. Over there was man's work, death and chaos and destruction. And then there was God's work, with its beauty and symmetry and light. It was then that I thought that if you look closely, the same contrast surrounds us every day. There's man's work, and then there's God's work. And we see it when law competes with grace. We see it when injustice is chosen over justice. We see it when men choose depravity and reject holiness. And yet, how many understand the distinction and realize how much we lose when we choose to do things man's way? I think there are very few. Does it surprise you that the murderer who planted that bomb was acting out a religion of good works? It shouldn't. The Bible clearly teaches there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Proverbs 14:12. Throughout history, ever since Cain murdered Abel, man-centered, works-based religion has been the excuse for much of the violence in this world. It's popular today to claim that, well, it must be a spirit of religious intolerance or divisiveness that leads to violence. But the Bible very clearly teaches that the cause is a little more basic than that. The problem is within us. It's our own depravity, which is why man-centered religion produces a result no different than man-centered atheism, murder. If the problem, though, is within us, the solution must come from outside us. It's only when God's grace produces a new creation that we can escape our sinful tendencies. It's only when our faith is God's work that we can become the light of this world. Think about that this morning, my friends, and I'll look forward to being back with you again very soon.